doing Elite Dangerous again. I tried it out the other day and I had a hard time. Couldn't figure everything out. There's no instructions, but I figured out a few things. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do a mission. It's gonna be amazing. I went in here trying to buy stuff and she told me I was poor pretty much because I didn't have anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you guys how to do a mission. It's kind of a pain in the butt figuring it out, but it's actually pretty cool. So, kind of like Elite Dangerous, the regular one, on Odyssey, you get the option to go in here and choose missions. I suck, so I'm going to choose some transport missions. They're not worth a whole lot of money, but whoa, that one is. Copy. Ooh, this one looks cool. Yes. Yes. I'm just gonna try another one here real quick just to show you guys what it's like. So this one's just going to grab some stuff. So I'm gonna accept that mission here. Wait a minute here. Threat level 5. Yeah, no, I'm gonna do it threat level 0. 56. 58. Where's this one? Okay, so I'll just do the 58,000. Unless it's 62. I was gonna skim for the best one. It's the threat level 0. 63. 60. I never had a threat level. I mean, I just tried the first one. It's here. It's gonna go with the 58. It's threat level 0. Fine enough. Alright, so that's accepted. So the next thing I'm gonna do here is exit. And I'm gonna go book myself a shuttle. Come on.
Welcome to Apex Interstellar.
So book a local shuttle. This is really cool because it, at first I couldn't figure it out, but if you go over here to your active missions, it'll actually show you where it is, and it'll highlight it, and you click on that, and you see where this little world thing is. There's only one now, but so you go.
That confirmed your flight.
And then it's booked my flight, so I'm going to immediately run over to wherever the flights are. Look for Apex. I'm not going in that one. And you'll have to wait here until it says that your shuttle's ready. Be just a half a sec. There you go. You go to the hangar. Hop in that bad boy. This took me a while to figure out the first time because I was like running around looking for this damn shuttle, not figuring out what's what. Because it has people's names on it, so I thought it was someone else, but it wasn't. And there's this blue thing that'll appear when you get to the front, and then you just hold E and you get on there. And this here kind of reminds me of the regular Horizons, because you're in a ship. Because I did notice that you don't have access to your ships, and that makes sense because this is the alpha. This is a pre-alpha, so they're probably not. I mean, if you're gonna play it, you're planning to do bug testing, and why would you bug test something that's tried and true and been running for a few years? So they just cut out the getting your own ship thing for now, and I'm sure that at launch they'll connect that there. But until then, we have this wonderful person flying us for it. You know, I don't know who it is, but it's kind of neat. You still have the options to kind of go control space. Camera suite. Yeah, it's kind of neat. It's kind of neat being flown around. Of course, it does take a better part of your life.
2, 1, engage.
Because I'm not sure how far away that is. Usually it says. Let me see it now. But you know, if you use the automatic flight controls in the regular game, you know that it takes a long time for stuff to happen. Like it just flies the slowest ever. At least you can look around. pretty scenery. There you go. We have 152,000 light seconds. I might just take this opportunity to take a slight intermission because that's going to take forever with this little ship. What did I do? I thought it was 0. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a neat ship. These are like specifically Apex ships, like the Apex flight ones. So these will be, that's what you'll be looking at when you take a shuttle. Shuttle costs you $100, but that's okay because they drop you 40,000 or 50,000 at the beginning of the game, so it's not too bad. It's kind of neat, and you can kind of look around. And while you're doing this here, you can also access all these different things here. So like I can go in here and I can see like how much money I've got, the status, stuff like that. You know, we got 106,000 credits. I only did one mission, which is neat. And I'm going out here to buy some new stuff because I want a new suit, and the new suit's 150,000 credits. In my regular game, I've got millions and millions and millions, like I think a couple, like 100 million or something like that, I don't know. But that'll be nice once I get that, once you connect to the full game at release, because then I won't have to do these little crazy little missions. Although some of them are pretty neat. I got my ass killed a couple times, so so I am gonna have to learn how to use, you know, weapons and stuff. That's one thing, is that I would really like to have a new suit, something that can take a punch, because I find that, you know, if I do anything wrong, like walk through somebody asking me to stop, and then I get killed right away. And I think that in a combat situation, I'll probably be dead too. What's really annoying though, once we get to the station here, I'll show you. It's kind of, you'll have military personnel stop you and say, hey, I'm going to scan you. If you walk through that, you, number one, get a fine, and number two, get shot up by everybody, literally. Like, the janitors pull out a gun as soon as you walk in somewhere. Like, you can run away, but everybody seems to shoot at you, so you don't last long in those situations. Another thing that I noticed with at least the alpha or pre-alpha launch is that you have to go in and manually check add all of your key bindings here in the options. So if you want to go into controls, and you had to go here to on foot. This was all empty, so I just went online and found out what all the key mappings should be. The on foot mode switches was something that I missed. The open access panel was Q. That was driving me crazy, because after you're finished the mission, you have to call a ship, and without that mapped, you just can't do that. So pretty neat, though, overall. Once you've kind of figured it out, you can kind of get through the missions. There were a couple times when, like, the guy in the ship that's giving me a ride, he kind of got stuck for a second there, and well, for a long time. And then I figured, okay, well, the only thing I can do is quit the game. I quit the game and came back. I was back in the ship, but he just launched right in the side of the interior of the station, so he blew up, and that kills your mission. So there's a few different things we're gonna have to learn at the beginning, but overall, I mean, honestly, this is a lot less buggy than like Star Citizen. The only thing that I really don't like about the initial release is that you can't walk around in your ship, because like times like now would be cool to like kind of walk around, but of course that's a lot of extra game mechanics that kind of want to be probably introduce that later. It does seem by the dev diaries and when they mention it that it seems like something that they plan on doing once they can, but they are right now focusing on all the other aspects of play, so that'll probably be a little while before we see that. I know that it would be really cool that if your ship got damaged, you can get out of your seat and walk around and kind of fix things like that. But again, that's probably not something that's going to happen anytime soon. I don't even know if they've mentioned that, but that's something I think would be really cool. Yeah, in the future for sure. So, yeah, we're just going to shut down the microphone here for a few minutes while we wait for this. I'm streaming, so I'm not going to stop streaming, but it won't be too terribly long. I'll be right back. Oh. We're still flying, are we? You know, I have to admit, this took a lot less time than I thought it would. They are probably going pretty fast. I wonder, can I tell? Can I tell speed and stuff? Not really, hey? It'd be neat to be able to tell what the speed is. I've got options here, which is 1 and 2. I can see some of the stuff, so like shields and heat and all that stuff, but I don't see the speed. That's okay. We'll be there very shortly now. There we go. So yeah, pretty much what my my mission here is to just kind of go over there to drop on the surface and just find habitat, I believe, and then just kind of locate a locker, and in the locker is going to be an item, and I just got to grab that light. The majority of the mission here is honestly just how long it takes to fly back and forth. So I did one mission here and I got a rank increase, mostly penniless, which is awesome. Mission failure. I did that because I logged in, couldn't figure it out, and then logged out, and then the next day I timed out. So it is like the other one. Complimentary gift here. I got a Sidewinder paint job, which is amazing, but no Sidewinder. I know that they give you one in the beginning, but haven't been able to see where it is. But I imagine that again is about the pre-alpha release, not really wanting to focus on, you know, flying your own ship when they could focus on the other gameplay. So that should be okay. I don't even need a Sidewinder. I had a Sidewinder at one point, and sold it. I'm really excited about flying my Vulture around and being able to just get out and just walk around and stuff. So that will happen next month, I believe. Once they drop the non-pre-release. I noticed that this does have a lot of a kind of a Star Citizen feel, and I really like that because I'm a big fan of Star Citizen, but the performance on my computer or anyone's computer really isn't that great. Also, the amount of bugs and the you know, you get all the mission or crashing and everything. That kind of is annoying. And honestly, I believe that this is going to be out of alpha or pre-alpha a lot quicker than Star Citizen. So I feel like this is a better game to focus on, to be honest. Also, the fact that you can buy ships by grinding rather than spending your own real money is kind of a nice bonus as well. So here we are, last 1,000 light seconds. Good gosh, it's like taking a real trip somewhere. But again, that kind of shows you the vastness of the game, and it kind of really adds to the feel, and I don't mind it. I mean, if I'm sitting there for an hour, then I might have a different outlook on that, but I don't. So one thing I'm really excited about on this is the combat missions and the complexity. If you guys watched the dev diary here on that mission that they did, they kind of actually did their own mission. And they did a playthrough for it. It kind of really seemed cool because they had multiple people in there, and they were coordinating, and they went in there, and I think they were doing something with stealing a power core or whatever. That looked really neat, and I think that's something that once I kind of figure out what I'm doing, that'd be really neat, because it's a lot easier to get killed when you're on foot than it is when you're in your ship. So honestly, I don't think I've had too many deaths in my ship, maybe like 5 or 6. But I've had 5 or 6 probably today. You do the wrong thing, you get shot at. Some of the places you dropped into, instantly killed. There's some human players in there as well, and there are no repercussions right now for killing people. So just during the pre-alpha, everyone can do. It's kind of like a wild west right now, because everyone does whatever they want without any repercussions. So it is tough. So once you get like outfitted with a suit and get some training with that hand-to-hand combat and on foot stuff, I think it'll be a lot easier. But still gotta learn that. And I'm gonna buy some new weapons too, because there's some pretty cool looking stuff. It's actually kind of nice having someone fly for me. Might do it more often. Even when I have my own ships. Why would I even? It's only 100 credits.
Okay, we're approaching our destination. Passengers inbound with Apex 857. Got a landing pad for me? We're about to land.
Also, getting out ships and stuff like that is kind of neat, because for a while we've seen, like where we're landing right now, we can see little cities getting in and out. It's neat. But once you get out, when you're on the city, you can kind of explore it a bit more, and it kind of shows you a lot more of the scale. The scale's pretty dope, because you're looking at, wow, this didn't seem that big before. So once the ship comes to a complete stop, disembark this color, and we can come out. Now, another thing is, these suits will give you different options, and they'll have different stuff. So like right now, I am too cold, unsafe temperature, but I bet if I upgrade to my suit, I won't have that problem. Now, I like to run, but if you run by a guy, and you don't submit to his scan, you're in trouble. This is one of those doors. So you'll walk by him. Most likely he's gonna scan.
Wait, Commander.
Todd, if you walk away right now, you're dead meat. Everyone will kill you.
Good, you're clear.
So running is not always the best option. So now I just gotta look for. This looks like residential, so I'm gonna look for a door here. Sometimes it says hab for habitat. So. Oh yeah, no, it says habitat in the mission. So let's keep on going.
Watch it.
Once I had a guy just pull his gun out, like a scientist pulls his gun out. I was pointing it at me and I was like freaking out. What is this one? Oh, this looks like cabin.
Entering pressurized environment.
Well, I don't really want to go in there.
Low temperature detected.
So there's habitat. That's what I want to go in here. There we go. We're here.
Entering pressurized environment.
Why is it restricted? Okay, this is what I usually do. Just go in here. It's going to give you the option here to look up the facility, and in the facility you can see, is it habitat? What is? Yeah, locker 1. Well, I don't want to go there. This is container 7. Container 7, I don't know. I'm just gonna choose locker. Oh, no, I'm not gonna do that. Sorry, this is all new to me. Container 7 in the blank of the habitat. So I think that's probably meant to say something. So, I guess I'm not gonna be able to find out where it is. So, ammunition, atmosphere. See, I've had a few of these issues. So, maybe it's the foyer. No. So, no, I don't want to go there. Habitat, cabin. These are like literally the same things, aren't they? Well, you know what? I'm just going to go to locker. And it's got a key code, so maybe that's what it is. So, I'm going to go here. What happens if I go here? This is confusing.
Low temperature detected.
So maybe there's multiple habitats. Oh, there's another hab. Okay, so that's probably it.
Entering pressurized environment.
Or is this the same one? Oh, there. Okay, so I can see where they are. But those are ones I tagged on the other one. Let's take a look here. So, here we go. So it's really pointing to me in the same spot. So I mean, I don't know how to get into a restricted area. There must be multiple habitats. Let's just take a look.
Hey.
Power. We don't want the power. I guess it would be in the. There's 2 buildings. It looks like, right? That's 2 hab buildings. So maybe there's a 3rd one. Who knows? Let's take a look. Look, there's really lots. It's got to be it. I just don't understand why it's. So I think this one was one of the ones. Oh, there's container 7. Beautiful. Okay, so 3978. So you just go here. 3978. And then I will just take it.
Mission status updated.
Perfect. So now what I'll do is just
Low temperature detected.
head back
Leaving
to
pressurized environment.
where it came from. This is the... Where did it come from? So what you want to do is go back to the launch pad, which is... I don't remember where I came from. There, I think this is it here. There's stuff on my HUD here that will show me where I'm going.
Hold on, Commander.
Scan detected.
Results are clear. Keep it that way.
Cool. Yeah, where did it come from here? I totally got myself lost. Here's a laboratory thing. Here, what I'll do is I'll just, yeah, here we go, that's it. Okay, so I head over here. I'm going to hit Q. That's one of the things I had to map myself. And then, see what we got. Apex shuttle. And we'll just hit space on that, and then we'll just do local booking. That was the toughest part. Once you're finished, like, you're where you go. Okay. So that would be here. We're heading back to Hopkins City, so I'll put the shuttle there. And once that's done, I just sit here and wait. It shouldn't be long. Hopefully it's not long enough that I freeze to death, but after this mission I'll have enough money that I can actually go buy a suit, which will be amazing. And it's kind of like calling your, when you get the SRV, your previous version in Horizon. So once you're finished, you can kind of call your ship and it'll pop in right there. So you can kind of sit there and watch it. I don't have night vision or anything fun like that, so maybe with the new suit I will. And board that, and we'll head back to the station.
Get comfy.
It's cool to kind of look around and stuff, and the VR is really neat too. But yeah, same deal pretty much as the other version here.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, and then I just kind of like check.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
And again, here we are looking at 152,000 light seconds. So I'm just going to take a tiny little intermission here, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Still not there, but it's all good. I'll give it a good view here. I like to do this when we're kind of waiting. So what do we got here? Here. Check out the cool ship, you know? At least give you something nice to look at. Oh, it's just too dark. Can't wait to just get my crate Mark II and all that other stuff. Should take this opportunity to take a look at what stats. Everything looks kind of the same as far as like these things. So cash course balance, ship insurance, and rebuy costs. I really don't have any of that. Permits. I mean, really, we're only going to be playing in the pre-alpha for like a month, and it's going to clear, so I just kind of mess around. So I wouldn't worry too much about going in. And well, this is cool. It shows you your session log. Storage, inventory, ship. It's not my ship. I don't know. So yeah, this stuff is kind of like erroneous because we really don't have access. Don't have access to any of that stuff. I mean, can I turn it? No. I'm not the one flying it. So I mean, really, just do this here while we're waiting for. I like how my teeth show up. I'm gonna do my always on to look cooler. However, I did notice that with this, there's not really. Let's get without saving. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Come on, guys. 4. I'll go into colony. So yeah, so this one here, you can't really change things like you change all this, and your hair and your face and all that stuff, but you can't make this a black. Like if you go here, it's just the clear one. I like to change it so it's not always on, or sorry, it's so it's black, so it's kind of cool, but really, there's not much to do. But that's okay. That's okay, because I'm about to get a new suit, so I'm not too too worried about that here. So, but yeah, I'm sure those options will return later. I do have a lot of arcs in the other version of it, so I got all this like customization and tattoos and blah 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 all over it. But again, that's something I'm not really going to worry about, because at the end of the alpha testing here, they're going to clear everything and just put it onto the production. So I will lose that, and I will just get my other stuff back. So not a big deal. Finally, we're here closing in on Hopkins City. I'm super excited. So for this video, what I'm just going to do is I'm going to kind of go in there, return, get my money from that thing, and I'm going to buy a new suit, and I'll probably just leave it there, just because at this point there's a whole bunch of really cool things you can do, different missions, but I haven't done any other missions, so rather than watch me fumble through all that stuff, it's kind of just I'm gonna end it there. That way kind of gives you a good idea of a mission, so anyone that has alpha that's kind of like really frustrated with trying to figure out how it is, and also for those people that don't have it and are kind of excited about the full release coming out here soon, just kind of seeing what's going on and what you can do. It's probably good for a demonstration purpose, and kind of give you an idea of what the game has in store for us. I'll also, maybe once we get to Hopkins City, I'm going to run around and I'm just going to take a look at the different things. Some of the things have been disabled, so things like buying ships, you can't even talk to those people. But you can also pick up missions from people that are in the station, just random people standing there. They'll offer you some missions that are actually fairly lucrative. I've seen over $1 million on one of those. But again, I couldn't find, yesterday I couldn't locate those missions. But now with there is a little option now. I don't know if it was there yesterday, but Now you can figure out where the missions are. Some of the other missions, they didn't have a marker because it would just kind of go around and kill certain people, X amount of these people. Those are more lucrative because I found that the missions, like the mission I'm doing right now, was like, you know, maxed at about 62,000 credits or something like that. So some of the other ones are like a 500,000 plus up to 1 million, 1.1 million. So I'm going to play around with those missions, but rather than put you guys through that, me being frustrated as to what I'm trying to do, we're just going to kind of skip that. Maybe what I'll do is I'll add another video a bit later, stream out some of the stuff there. That way you guys can see me do those. But that would be after I figure out what I'm doing. Because me running around in circles trying to figure out stuff is not as entertaining as me knowing what I'm doing. So, here we are. Hopkins City.
Okay, we're approaching our destination.
Alright, cool stuff. And also this is really neat seeing us land because it kind of, this reminds me of the regular game, obviously, but kind of sometimes feel like I should be flying and stuff and taking over because, you know, this, as anyone here that has played Elite Dangerous is very, very familiar, which is neat. I read a little bit about frame rate and stuff like that and how it would be a little bit off, a little slow. I haven't noticed too many issues, but in full screen, like I've got ultra wide monitor, 44 inches, and I do notice a little bit of chop that I don't notice in the regular game, but that will be fixed on the final release. This part's really cool because we've seen this 100 million times, right? Disembark isn't quite ready yet, but when we land
See you
here,
again soon.
generally you're just used to just landing and that's it, right? So it's kind of neat that we can disembark and you literally just get out of your ship, which is neat to see. So now we can disembark, and what do? Just get right out. Do you hear your boots? But yeah, here. This is cool because now you're here. So I mean, I know it's not that crazy, but having played the game for so long and never been able to get out of your ship except for with the viewer. They've also clearly worked on these textures because previously when you were exiting your ship and floating around to look at it, this was just really horrible. It's really neat because you can actually physically walk around your ship and take a look. I mean, you can't see anything higher up because, well, it's really tall. But that's really neat though. So now we have the option to just go back here and finish. Oh, this is cool. I like these details. This kind of reminds me of Star Citizen as well. Oh, and my ship just took off. But yeah, these details as like garbage cans and or garbage and cans, and I thought that was money, but it wasn't. But really neat that you can just kind of go back to the concourse here. Really reminds me of Star Citizen, not gonna lie. I feel like this is gonna be the Star Citizen, because I don't think they're gonna get their stuff together ever, to be honest with you. And then here we just turn in our mission.
I could have a job for you.
And this is a little like Star Citizen 2, you walk up to these little things here. So we'll go to the mission board, and we're gonna hand this guy in. And we'll complete that mission. That's on there. And then I'm going to choose, I want $58,000, please. Thank you. So, yeah. So now I have 106? That doesn't make sense. I don't think that's been added to my roster. Because I think I had more than that. But yeah, so now what we can do is we can go to the store. So here, this is the.
You looking for a new weapon or to upgrade an old one?
That's a really weird stance. Okay, but whatever.
You don't want to be caught unprepared.
Let's take a look here.
Sure, take a
Should
look
have more than
around.
106. It said 165. There you go. That's her. So now I can actually buy a suit. So I'll purchase the suit that I've been waiting for, because now I'm just sitting in the $150,000, which is perfect because I can buy that now. I don't see it here. Oh, there it is. Let's see, buy a suit, confirm.
Planning on some salvage work, are we? Just don't cut yourself with the arc cutter while you're filling up all that extra carrying space.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought
and
this
don't
was
forget
a
to
fight
equip that
suit.
suit into a loadout.
Yeah, because now, yeah, once you buy everything, you need to go
Come back
into your
anytime.
loadout here. So just go here. Maybe that's not the best way. I don't know, but you can access your loadout from here, and then make sure you add it in, because otherwise you're not gonna have it. So Maverick suit, primary weapon, gonna be this guy. Secondary weapon, I don't have one, but I'll save that loadout. Oh, I want this one. Alright, cool. So, hopefully I go back. Yeah, so it looks like my current one is this one. So. So now I've got the suit. Isn't that neat? Anyway, I've been waiting for that for quite a few minutes. So it actually happens pretty quick. So, it's not too bad. So this is really cool. You can walk around here. It's really chopping right now. Probably 'cause but yeah, it's kind of neat to be in there. You know, a whole bunch of people that are wanting to talk to you.
Are you looking for
A
work?
bar.
It won't be, strictly speaking, legal.
Take a load off, Commander.
And I can run in here and you see this is where you can buy ships, I believe. But in this case here it says talk is disabled, so I imagine that's something you're gonna roll out soon. Here's genomics. So I guess you can sell data.
Mr.
I don't think I have any data,
I trust you have biodata you wish to sell.
so I'll see if I have
Learn
any.
everything you can about the cosmos.
Yeah, I don't really have any, but I don't know how to get it. But that's cool. It's something you can do later.
Feel free to return once you've gathered some biodata.
And so yeah, I guess there's extra cash you can get there, and then we can run over here. Front line here is you can sign up for the military.
If you're looking for combat, you'll have to look elsewhere. Nothing happening around here at the moment.
Yeah, so here I haven't
Cash in your bonds, no problem.
done anything, so there's no point. But yeah, I guess this was
Sure,
where
one of
you'll
the factions will pick a fight soon enough. Be sure and
this is
check
where you'll
back.
put in your bonds and everything, kind of stuff that you can do anyway in the other system. But yeah, kind of neat. I think that's pretty much. Oh, Apex here. We've seen that one already. I don't know if there's anything else really. Another weird stance. Do I look like that? Anyway, yeah, pretty neat stuff. I'm getting a little chop here. I think it might be because I'm here in this station, but that's a quick overview-ish. Not quick, but that's an overview of how to do a mission. I'll probably do some more videos a little bit shortly when I get a little more advanced and once they start dropping some new stuff. But yeah, definitely something really cool to look at. I really am excited about this. I've been waiting for months. I bought this back in December and I'm kind of excited that it's out now. Anyway, that's it for the video now. You guys have a great day.